Yo, call me a final hype check the way you know I pulled you a white blessed. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Games Kids. Today, and only today, we are here with, that's right, one of my favorite but bittersweet videos to do, and that is the final hype check for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Now, for those of you that have been watching me for a few years now, you'll know, like, you know, every time a Sonic game is about to come out or is a week out, I just do one final roundup of the latest news, talking about my final thoughts, my final predictions, and just reflecting a little bit on the year of the marketing, because I gotta say, I mean, first and foremost, thank you all, right? There's been a lot of new subscribers and new people that have found us through this game, right? This game feels like it's bigger and hitting a different audience, but it's also like, I can't believe we had a hype cycle for a Sonic Racing game. Like, you know, this is the type of game that Sega could have just put, like, you know, 2-3 trailers for, and then boom, it's out, right? But it ended up being that this game was incredibly treated like it was a mainline release. You know, it was featured at multiple big events. You know, we've had constant news for like every week or two. Like, it has been a non-stop roller coaster for this game, you know, from the initial Game Awards reveal to the, you know, full reveal at the State of Play, to the reveal of Extreme Gear being in the game, to the crossover characters being revealed at Summer Game Fest. Like, there is so many things about the game that we just ended up learning and made the game grow in what we thought it was going to be. You know, we started being like, all right, it's going to be, you know, Team Sonic Racing with maybe a few more characters and stuff, but now it feels like this is going to be Sega's premium multiplayer experience. So strap in, subscribe to your boy. Obviously, we're going to cover the shit out of this game when it's out, but let's get into some final news bits before the big release. One thing that we've covered throughout this marketing cycle is the Crosstalks. Crosstalks has been such a fun series where they've had, you know, Jet or Sonic and crew, you know, talking about the, you know, racetracks in the game. So I figured we would watch the last one here. This was the Silver and Blaze one. Yes, sir. Let's see what's popping. And we get some Jet Stream. Really cute, by the way. Small touch. I love that, you know, now Wave actually joins in with Jet, you know, because initially she was just like, come on, this is kind of lame. And also we get our first look at this new level called Crystal Mine, which I guess they were like, hey, what if we just use like Chaos Island assets and put a bunch of crystals around it, which, like, I think it's kind of cool. Why not?
I knew you'd come around.
And then we got this level.
Whatever.
Ooh.
You want to go over intel before the CrossWorlds Grand Prix, right?
Hold on, bro. This level, this coral, I think it's called Coral Tap, looks so good. It looks straight out of the Soul Dimension. You know what I mean? Like, it looks straight out of there. I love just the look of it and the vibe of it, bro. I love this one. Hell yeah. There's Blaze.
She can create and control.
Yeah.
That's Blaze the cat.
The goat.
Love her look, by the way. Mine's better, but still. She's the
That's cute. It's cute. It's cute.
Planet in a whole
goat.
dimension.
I'm so happy Blaze is in the game. Thank God.
Complicated.
You think that's complicated? Our ancestors were space aliens. History remembers them as genies.
Whatever.
I like the little lore drop there. Pretty cute. You know, just, you know, running. Hey, man, our lore's fucked up. I wonder if we'll ever get more Babylonian Rogue lore, you know, or if, like, this is just kind of it for them. I'm not sure, but, like, God, this level looks so good, dude.
Slumming it in the races with us.
She's tight with Sonic and his crew. Plus,
okay,
here she's on vacation. I also
good.
Guardian of 7 special gemstones called
shit.
The Soul Emeralds.
The Soul Emeralds, my beloved. Give me this game in HD, man.
Ring and grab them.
Can we just? I just want Sonic Rush Remastered, please, Sega. Please, come on.
Get your head in the game.
We're the
this level looks sick.
Rogues. Thievery is what we do.
That's cool. I like that.
Right now,
but later,
it's all about winning the CrossWorld Grand Prix.
Yes, sir.
That princess is gonna bend the knee to the king
oh
of
shit.
Races.
Okay. He's talking shit. I like that.
So focused and serious right now. Why can't you always be like this?
We're
That's crazy.
Them, not me.
Fine.
But yeah, no. Before we get to the the silver segment, I will say, like, yeah, no, this Coral Mine level just looks so good aesthetically, dude. I love the look of it, man. Oh my God. Hell yeah, dude. Let's get back here to silver. Yes, sir. Do. Hell yeah.
So he already knows how the races are gonna
Bro,
go?
can we talk about how fucking cool this intro animation is for Silver, where he uses his power to grab the camera?
So
I love that. What a clever mechanic, or not mechanic, but gimmick.
Works that way.
In the nightlight.
To be playing fair. keeping to his ride and using only the tools
More look
on
at
the
this
track.
Coral Town
What a
level.
rube. Wait.
Hell
is he
yeah,
using
dude.
his brain powers to make his ride fly?
No, that's
It's
a
fire,
feature
dude.
of all the machines. They'll transform to handle any terrain in an
Yep.
instant.
Dude, this crystal mine level looks super good. Again, like, I really do think this is just they're like, you know what? How can we use Chaos Island assets without just doing a Chaos Island level? And then they just change these crystals around. And I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Impressive.
It's smart.
Technically
Smart asset reuse.
Yeah, well,
reuse.
since we're speaking technically,
Uh-huh.
they're lame. Our extreme
Jet,
gear
let
can
him know,
do
bro.
all that by default,
Let him know, bro.
and you keep making them better.
What else do you expect?
Aw.
I am a genius.
Hell
And
yeah,
the
glaze
Babylon
each other,
Rogues are
bro.
The only ones talented enough
Yep.
to use their full
Keep the glazing,
potential.
bro. Keep the glazing.
Forget those super cowards. The Babylon Rogues have the skills to overcome
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Let's show these tourists how to really
Whoa,
race.
he said that like it was a slur, dog. He said that shit with malice,
Enough
bro.
with the intel. Our machines
And
are
there it
tuned
is.
up and ready to win.
Good
Let's
stuff.
Race.
Yeah. And there is the final Sonic Racing CrossWorlds Crosstalk. I love the Crosstalk series. I think it was like one of the funnest ideas they could do, you know, having them talk about different characters, stages, mechanics. Like, it's just little stuff that the fans care about that, like, matters. I also got two 90s styles commercials that they dropped. The other one is crazy. We're going to go over both of them. But this one,
Hey, it's
let's
me,
see this
King
one.
Don Potshauser from King Donny Auto Group, and I'm going fast to let you know about the great deals happening this month.
I like how they have the 4x3 over here.
Compact, full size, mid-size, hoverboard, Realster, Roadster, Cruiser, truck, mine car. Want a
Sig
big
is so
old grill
silly,
on your
bro.
car? No problem. Tired
No
of
problem.
this world and want to go somewhere else?
What
Let
the
other dealerships give you the runaround. We've got the inventory to make
Of
them
course, bro,
fly.
the Dompa.
Yar. Take a
Yar.
look at this stealth chaser, priced to move with 0 down and 0%
Zero down?
APR. Or this little lady, fully loaded, ready to punish your rivals.
Okay.
So come on down to King Donny Auto Group, where we sell them fast. So
Oh
you
my
don't
God,
come in
dude.
last.
Good shit, dude. I love that Sega does this. They've done this like a few times now. They did it for like Mania. I think they did it for did they do it for Frontiers? They did it for like another game too. But I love the whole like 90s style commercial that they give a shit about, you know. It's very, very fun. I like that. But they dropped one today, guys, and I saw this on Twitter, and holy shit, this is proof that we are so up. I look at this, bro.
We all know that kart racing game. It's great. We don't need to show it to you. But what if you
Dude.
can blast through and race on a whole
We all know that kart racing game, bro. The recreation of the old 90s.
What if you could
Take
warp
it to the
across
next
different
level?
dimensions, fully customize and build out your machine?
Yeah, yeah.
And compete head to head across different platforms.
Oh, bro.
Or what if you want to roam around on the open road?
Dude, this is the type of shit I'm on, bro. This is the confidence. This is the 90s style of like, hey, nah, we're going head to head, toe to toe, band to band. I cannot express enough how important this is, bro. Because this is, oh, dude, come race on our level. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, dude. I cannot express enough. Like, what did
We all
that?
know that kart racing game. It's
I
great.
just.
We don't need to show it to you. But what if you can blast through and race
I
on a
just like, for me, this is so much less about, like, I don't know. You know, a lot of people will talk about how some people are like, oh, like, Sonic fans need to calm down. Like, you know, Mario is still on top. It's like, it's the fact that like we're at the point with Sonic where these things are comparable and that you can do shit like this. Like, you cannot throw shade at Mario Kart like this unless you are confident. And I really do believe in my heart of hearts. I'm not biased. Obviously I'm a little biased, but you know, I love Mario Kart World. I played 155 plus hours. Like, I obviously give a shit about the game and I played it a lot, right? But there is something about Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. I'm like, damn, bro, this is awesome in its own way. You know what I mean? Like, they're both so good, but Mario Kart World does have its issues. I don't know. Just making it commercials where you could just be like, yeah, I guess you could like roam around the over. It's like, it's just the confidence, man. It means something not only to the fans, but to the brand and everything. Like, you can only do this if you feel like you have something worth pushing. You know, you can't do it if you don't think so, right? And I think this to me screams confidence, and I love that. We've also, since the last video, had a few new Miku tracks drop. I'm not gonna like play them because Miku is weird with music, but they dropped the Amy one, which is super cute, right? I'm not gonna play the whole thing again, but I'll play a little bit of it. Very cute vibe. I think they already confirmed that Miku is gonna be a launch character, so that makes sense why they're doing all these songs leading up to launch. This one is super good. This is the one that they did with Shadow. Yeah. So go ahead and check these out online if you have not. But this is dope. This is dope. They have this one, and then they dropped this Chow one yesterday, which is super cute, right? A little bit more of a little vibe over here. Yeah. But yeah, that's an update on the Miku tracks. Go ahead and check those out if you have not. We do have a few more racetrack highlights that they did. This is one for Market Street, which I can't wait to race on this. I mean, dude, who doesn't love a good Market Street level, bro? Look at that. Yeah, they got the Egg Pawn. I can't wait to see what Egg Pawn, I mean, he's not going to talk, but what are they going to say to him in the campaign, right? So there he goes, doing his thing. I like that. Remix sounding good. I love the multi-pathing that we've got in this level. We also have a look at Steampunk City. So this is a CrossWorld. Welcome to the CrossWorld. There are massive steam locomotives lined in the street. So this is one of the new CrossWorlds. I think this is fully original because we don't really have a locomotive location in Sonic. I like this. So this is a really fun one. How like you're racing onto the track, right? Yeah, I like this. You see the big gears, flying section, the music. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. This one's super dope, man. I like that one a lot. They dropped an extra look at Hidden World from Sonic Lost World. How did you not, bro? This is your own world, dog. I mean, I guess it's like a special world. He wouldn't be able to go there. He's not special. God, I hate Twitter compression, bro. I hate Twitter compression. This track also looks like super fun, except for these horrifying, like, Pac-Man looking guys. I could live without those guys. We also got a highlighted look at the Pumpkin Mansion.
Split up, gang, and look for clues.
Nice little Scooby-Doo reference. I love this track, by the way. Look at this. You see him go into the portal, and you can see on the top pad there's like boost tracks and stuff. So I guess you go from down here to the ceiling, and then here you can keep the top pad. I love this too, where like here you can, like, if you follow the fire, you can stay on the top path as well. Super cool. And then you have a top, right, and left path. If you're in the front, you go choose. It's such a sick track, man. They've cooked with all of these, man. Then one more stage spotlight over here. Blizzard Valley, a snowy mountain stage where Dr. Eggman is mining for resources, huh? I like this. You got a nice little snowstorm here. It's like that ice factory. Got the music? Y'all hear this? I think it's a remix of Ice Cap from Adventure. Oh my god. Oh, I want this level song injected into my veins, bro, please. Also, not to interrupt myself, but this literally dropped as I was yapping about this finale. This is the Dampa mining resource in the mountain, okay? This track looks dope as hell. I like this one. The music? Yeah. Okay. I like this one. It's weird when the oh shit, you can go on the rocks here. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah. I like that one. That was a good one. And that's it for these stage spotlights. Honestly, guys, and that's all it for all the stages. If we go over here, we actually now know the full stage roster. Let's check this out. So we have the Dampa Grand Prix, which have East Stadium, Rainbow Garden, Water Palace. I think all three of these stages are bangers. I've said it before. I think Rainbow Garden lacks a little bit. I wish you would like be able to ride on these like little rainbow paths. I think like it just kind of goes like from the flying section to like in a cave, and then the flower field at the end is the highlight. But that's really it. But I adore East Stadium and Water Palace. Metal Harbor's a banger. Sand Road's a banger. Colorful Mall, fantastic. I love that one. Mystic Jungle, Apotos, and Wonder Museum. So these are all the tracks that are available, I guess, in the what's it called? In the network test. I love all three of these, especially Apotos. I think Apotos is a really silly, fun track. Then we have Crystal Mine, Radical Highway, and Pumpkin Mansion for the Pumpkin Grand Prix. And these look like they're going to be awesome. So I'm excited for this. Coral Grand Prix, Ocean View, Urban Canyon, Coral Town, which looks awesome. So can't wait for that. And then the Crystal Grand Prix, we've got Market Street, Blizzard Valley, the Chow Park. And then the Egg Grand Prix, it looks like it's going to be Dampa Factory, Aqua Forest, Eggman Expo. And then Secret Grand Prix, Kronos, North Star, and Whitespace. I really do think this is a great set of stages. I think, you know, there's definitely some I would have liked. Like, I would have liked the Stardust Speedway in there. I would have liked a little bit of Sonic Adventure representation. But honestly, there's a good mix here of original game stages, right? Like something like an Eggman Expo that looks awesome, or something like a Dampa Factory and a Chow Park, versus, you know, ones that are references to levels like your Radical Highways, your POTUS. I think this stuff is really important to the identity of the game. You know, when I replayed Team Sonic Racing recently, I realized, I'm like, oh my god, this game has like 15 tracks, and like half of them are all different versions of like the same level. So there's like 3 Planet Wisp, 3 of this factory, 3 of this place, you know, whereas like here they're all different levels. And again, this isn't even counting all the CrossWorlds that are over here, and obviously the DLC tracks are gonna get, but yeah, these are our CrossWorlds. Officially, we've got Sky Road, Roulette Road, Kraken Bay, Gold Temple, Magma Planet, Hidden World, Steampunk City, Dragon Road, Alaska, Galactic Parade, Dino Jungle, Sweet Mountain, White Cave, Cyberspace, and Digital Circuit. Again, a good mix of like original ones, some retro ones, and some brand new ones. Like, I'm happy with this, and I hope they had more CrossWorlds in the future. It's not confirmed yet that we're gonna get more CrossWorlds. It seems like so far it is just new tracks for the DLC characters, but obviously in the game we know from the network test that any track in the game can be a CrossWorld. These are just the ones that are exclusively a CrossWorld, which I'm cool with. So a quick reminder that the demo was confirmed for the 17th. I think it's just gonna hold the first 2 cups of the game, so that'll be cool for people that are interested in that. I was wrong, by the way. There is one more spotlight, and this is for Coral Town, which I love the path thing on this level. It looks like you can go this way, that way.
This reminds me of the islands back home.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, my girl Blaze over here. Yeah, I love this. You can jump on the mushrooms up here. Beautiful lights all around. What a cool level, dude. Oh, you can go to the bottom or top, man. I just want this game. Give it to me. Please, dude. I like so good, bro. I'm sick. This is also a small one, but this is something that they announced, right? 3 special Don Quixote collaboration stickers are coming. This is a big deal because basically, for those of you that don't know, a lot of people don't know, like the first comment, sorry, but who the fuck? This is a massive retailer in Japan. When I went to Japan, they have this location called Don Quixote. It's effectively Walmart for Japan. You know, this is basically Japan's Walmart. It's a giant retail store. It's like 8 floors high sometimes, where you can just buy anything you want. And so this collab, while not the biggest deal, it's something made for the Japanese market 100%. And I'm happy that they're doing this. You know we have this. They have the Beyblade one. It's cool that it just seems like they're reaching out to everybody for these collaborations. And something fun is they dropped some of the open network test stats over here. So the #1 most played character was Shadow, followed up by Sonic, then Jet, Tails, and Cream, which I'm actually surprised that Tails and Cream made it over, like, you know, Knuckles or someone like an Omega or something. But I guess, you know, or even Amy, right? But I guess maybe it's like the type of a handling they have or acceleration types or all that stuff. So maybe that matters to people. But I'm so curious to see how this is going to change in the full release. Like, is Metal Sonic gonna be way up higher? Is Sage gonna be up higher? Is this gonna be the status quo? But man, like, seeing Shadow in first place, dude, like, shit, man. It's always crazy when you see the stats of like how close Sonic and Shadow are, but there are times where Shadow is getting up there, man. And another update here is that the most selected course, #1 is a POTUS, #2 is Metal Harbor, #3 East Stadium, #4 Mystic Jumble, #5 Colorful Mall. POTUS being #1 is so funny because that track is like such a silly one to drive on. I'm actually interested about this one. This is the top picked gadgets in the game. The #1 was the air trick. #2 is the quick charge. #3 was the other quick charge. Then you had the boost turner and the air trick bounty. Let me know, obviously, in the comment section below, which one did you end up trying out of all of these? I think these make sense, right? You know, people liked getting especially air trick with the 2 rings you get with the 130 ring up is huge. Someone pointed out that apparently like getting rings is incredibly important. So make sure you get all the rings you can in race, because having 100 plus is going to drastically change your top speed. Now, we didn't actually talk about this, weirdly enough. I don't know if this dropped like, yeah, it dropped the day after I dropped the video. Apparently, Knights is just straight up on the box art of the game, and people have been able to confirm it. There was a video showing it, and apparently this is also a new render of Knights. So my question is just like, when are they gonna reveal this, right? I guess their character number 4 in here, so it's probably gonna be, you know, Miku, Joker, Ichiban, and then Knights over here. And I wonder if like that free Sega Pass is just going to be these characters. But yeah, there's Knights. I'm kind of happy that they have Knights in the game. There was even a Knights board that was shown in one of the Tales tubes that you can like barely see. And also, if you look at the latest Tales tube, there is an II like banana cart you could see. So II is probably going to be next in line right after Knights. And these make sense. You know, these are characters that are probably going to be in the game. And yeah, I like, it's so funny, right? Because I got this picture of, this was my old video I did early in the year with my DLC predictions. And so far, I did not cook at all, bro. I did not cook at all. I mean, some of these could still happen, but you know, we did not get Aegis yet. We did not get Tango. We did not get Maria. We got Miku, which I was right about. We don't have Sonic and Shadow from the movies yet. We don't have Mephiles yet. We don't have Jet. We don't have a lot of these. I think Ulala's still coming. I think a lot of these could still happen. I was wrong, though. I thought Super Sonic would be DLC, but he is going to be an unlockable in the campaign. And even for the characters up here for, what's it called? For Sonic Prime, I got Nines and Rusty Rose, but why did I pick this Knuckles and not the Pyro? That was dumb of me. And obviously, you know, we have the roster over here of DLC characters with your Pac-Man, Minecraft, SpongeBob. Remember, we know Avatar is going to be in here, and we know that TMNT is going to be here. I wonder what that last DLC is going to be. And I still think that, like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I still do think they're going to reveal the final DLC before the game is out. I feel like you've already gone as far as to show 5 out of the 6 packs. And so I wonder if like they're just like, you know what? Let's show it all. Maybe it'll be at a State of Play. Maybe it'll be at TGS. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll probably see that very soon. And obviously with these characters, yeah. So we know Knights are going to take a slot. We know II is taking a slot. And then kind of the world's their oyster. I mean, they could do what they want. I mean, we could get, this could be all Sega characters where it's Ulala, and we get, you know, the crazy taxi guy. We get Beat, like we get a bunch of others. We could get Among Us. Who knows? Anything could happen now. I will say though, once again, I would like a few more weird Sonic picks. I think this is the first time that they've gotten like really a lot of the important characters in a long time since like maybe like Riders. Like we have all the main characters you think about in Sonic. Now it's about the weird picks. You know, give me your Marines, your, you know, Mephiles, right? Your Infinites, like a lot of these characters that you have assets for already. Why not just give them some tricks, make them a little silly? But I also understand that maybe they want the Sonic characters to all have interactions with another, and they won't do it unless they do have interactions with them. I don't know. I could see it as like a year 2 content type thing, right? And obviously, you know, with a game like this, we are all hoping and wanting them to get to year 2 of DLC, right? Like that's like the biggest dream, is that this succeeds, because we've talked about this. I mean, this game is Sega's big multiplayer game. Like it's not even just about Sonic. This game is like hitting a lot of headlines and news above a regular game. Like they are promoting this as Sega's big multiplayer game, and hopefully if it succeeds, we can look at year 2 and 3 content, especially because we know the game's gonna have in-game events, collaborations. Like it looks like they're cooking left and right. So they did confirm via the Japanese account that approximately 1 million downloads were done for the network test, which is really good, man. That's an awesome amount for something that, like, you know, network test isn't something that's promoted like crazy. So to have had 1 million users is pretty good. I'm predicting for this game's success, I think this is going to become easily the best-selling Sonic racing game over time. I wonder how it's gonna do. I've seen a lot of people predict that they think this game is gonna do better than Frontiers. I don't know. It's a tough call because Frontiers is at about like 4.5 million copies sold. I could see this game do a few million. Like I'm thinking 3 million, maybe 4, but like if they like, I don't know, if they keep supporting it and it gets discounted, and obviously holidays are coming up, people are gonna want a kart racer to play. Obviously Mario Kart's gonna be a big one this holiday, but remember, Xbox, PlayStation, PC don't have another kart racer to play, except if you want to play Garfield Kart. So Sonic Racing is going to be the premium experience. And obviously, you know, we saw the network test. Max Dude was playing at RDC. All these big, you know, content creators that are usually out of our field playing it. And I have a feeling Sega is going to double down and they're going to pay a lot of big creators to play this game on launch. Like I'm sure you're going to see hashtag Adam, a lot of big creators doing this stuff. And so, yeah, I think overall for me, I'm predicting 3 to 5 million copies sold lifetime. I mean, which would be huge. If it does sell 5 million and it becomes massive, I think it speaks a lot more about where Sonic as an IP is now as opposed to anything else, right? And that's that on the news. But yeah, I guess final thoughts and predictions and hopes for the games before this game comes out, or like just discussion. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm really happy. Right. Again, I went into this year thinking, all right, it might be a bit of a slower year. We're just going to be covering a racing game. How much can they do? But they turned it into a full-on hype cycle, whether it was the animation, whether it was the DJ mixes they would drop on YouTube, whether it was, you know, the reveals of Extreme Gear, whether it was the network test, yelling with everybody and playing that, whether it was getting to play at that Summer Games Fest or in New York, you know, all the opportunities I've gotten to do, all the opportunities we've seen online. You know, they're even doing a program where any content creator can apply to get the game on launch. So hopefully a lot of people could get into it. It just, I don't know, this game to me spoke a lot about Sega's confidence more than anything. It also showed a lot of confidence in Sega's ability and partnerships with a lot of companies. I mean, we're seeing the partnerships with Nickelodeon, with Bandai for Pac-Man. We're seeing the stuff like Beyblade and everything. Like, I think Sega building these relationships with all these companies is important because one, we can get more cool crossovers, and two, it just makes the brand bigger. And why, like, you know, I know a lot of people will be like, why does it matter if the brand's bigger? It matters because ultimately, the more money the series makes, the more that goes to Sonic Team, the more better shit we get. You know, ultimately, it's about how we are going to win at the end of the day. You know, obviously, you know, they're going to get their bread, their pockets, but like we as fans and as, you know, enjoyers of this series are eating, whether it's these beautiful animations, we're getting gameplay stuff, like it matters, right? And that now you can kind of treat any release as a major thing, and it kind of showed how big Sonic is now. You know, we are now at that post-Frontiers, post-movie 3 buff, right? Where like now the series just has so much eyes on it. Like we really are in the moment where like, all right, we're at that big prefaces where like, you know, Shadow Gens was amazing, but that was part of a remaster. But then we got the movie, which exploded half a billion dollars at the box office, which is huge. And, you know, this game is a direct popularity, you know, point on that, where a lot of people just want something Sonic related. You know, they want to get something that's related to the series. They're excited for it. More people than ever know about Sonic, are talking about it, and we are gonna see how well this game does as opposed to any spin-off, and hopefully its success will lead to even more spin-offs, even more side games, even more confidence for Sega as we enter next year's 30th anniversary. But guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you everybody who enjoyed the hype checks. Let me know if you guys enjoyed these, and of course we're going to be covering this game extensively on launch. I'm sure we're going to have a review of it. I'm sure we're going to have a, ranking of the courses. I'm sure we're going to have highlights. I'm going to try to collaborate with some other buddies out there for some fun races. There's going to be a lot of shit we're going to do with this game. Thank you all for watching. You guys are the best. Make sure to subscribe. And of course, I will see you all next time. Peace out.